पर जोबन में मत पेयड़ै कर पानी बलराम जियो मैली अवगुण चित बिन गुरगुण न समावनी बलराम जियो। हुक्मनामा श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब पेज 763-764। राग सूही छंत महला पहला कर पहला एक ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद। पर जोबन में मत पेयड़ै कर पानी बलराम जियो मैली अवगुण चित बिन गुरगुण न समावनी बलराम जियो। गुणसार न जानी परम पुलानी जोबन बाद गवाया वर कर दर दर्शन नहीं जाता फिर का सहज न पाया। सतगुर पूछ न मार्ग चाली सूती रैन विहानी नानक बाल तन रांडे पा बिन फिर धन कुमलानी। राग सूही छंत महला पहला कर पहला एक ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद। In this Shabad, Guruji uses the metaphor of a young girl who during her childhood and youth does not care for acquiring any merits which could help her in getting wedded and united with the meritorious groom God. But later she realizes her mistake and asks her father to equip her with the needed qualities and unite her back with her fiancé God. Then leaving her mother, the worldly attachment, she goes to the home of her spouse, and being equipped with many virtues, she is received and treated there with honor. In a way, this Shabad is the story of many human beings who, although were strayed from the right path during their early age and youth, later realized their mistakes and sought the shelter of the Guru. Then by following his advice, they were united with God. Speaking on behalf of a human bride soul who realizes that she has been wasting her youth in vain, Guruji says, "O my friends, during the prime of my youth, I have been living as if intoxicated in the wine of my self-conceit. I did not realize that in this world, which is like my parents' house, I am only a guest. Yes, I have lived my youth in evils as if my soul is soiled with many blemishes, and without the guidance of the Guru, no virtues can get enshrined in my mind. Being lost in doubt, I did not understand the value of God's virtues, and I wasted away my youth in vain. I did not care to know about the traditions or the ways of my bridegroom's house. Even the poised conduct of the groom didn't appeal me. I did not care to ask the true Guru and follow the right path to get united with my groom. And my youth passed away in such ignorance as if the night of my life passed away in sleep. In short, I Nanak say that I have passed my youth in such a way as if I became a widow while still a child without the company of her spouse. This bride has withered away and has lost her charm and beauty. Baba मैं वर दे मैं हर वर भावै तिसकी बलराम जियो रव रहा जुग चार त्रिभुवन बानी जिसकी बलराम जियो त्रिभुवन कंत रवै सोहागन अवगनवंती दूरे जैसी आशा तैसी मनसा पूर्या भरपूरे हर की नार सो सर्व सुहागन रान न मैले वैसे नानक मैं वर साचा भावै जुग जुग प्रीतम तैसे. As it might happen that after a certain incident or awakening, many people abandon their old sinful ways and start walking on the right path, Guruji depicts the next stage of the bride who has realized her mistake and now she seeks the guidance of her father Guru to help her so that she can also get wedded and united with God, her spouse. So again, on behalf of that bride's soul, Guruji says, O my respected father, Guru, bless me that I may look pleasing to God, my spouse, and that I may become his wedded bride. He prevails over all the ages and all the worlds. The master of the world enjoys the company of the Guru's followers as if they are his united wedded brides. But he keeps the unworthy ones away from him. Whatever the bride soul wishes, God fulfills her desire. The bride soul who is wedded to God remains eternally married and never becomes a widow or has to wear soiled clothes, as was the custom in those days. Nanak says, I wish that the eternal groom who remains same age after age may seem pleasing to me. बाबा लगन गनाए हम भी वंजा सौरे बलराम जियो स्वाहा हुक्म रजाए सो न टलै जो प्रभु करे बलराम जियो किरत पया करते कर पाया मेट न सकै कोई जांजी नाव न रहना केवल रवरे हाथें लोई माए निरासी रोए विछुन्नी बाली बाले हेते नानक साच शब्द सुख महली गुरचरनी प्रभ चेते. Now expressing the sentiments of that bride soul who is eager to unite with her groom, God, Guruji says, O my respected father, fix the auspicious date so that I too may go to the house of my in-laws. Responding to her request on behalf of her father, Guruji says, O my dear girl, in accordance with the deeds done by mortals in the past, God has already issued a command for the couple's union or separation, and whatever God does, that cannot be stalled. In other words, whatever the Creator has written in the destiny of that person, that nobody can erase. That God, who is independent of all human beings and is pervading over all the three worlds, with the marriage party of saints, comes as a groom to wed and unite the deserving bride soul with him. Then her mind gets so diverted towards God that the intellect, which previously was attached to the worldly affairs, grieves like a mother when her daughter leaves after marriage, because now the young bride loves her young groom, God, and not worldly affairs. Now, O Nanak, acting on the true word of advice of the Guru, she resides in the peaceful and comforting mansion of God, and through the words of her Guru, she keeps God enshrined in her mind. Para 3. बाबुल दितड़ी दूर न आवे कर पईयै बलराम जियो रैसी वेख दूर फिर रावी कर सोईयै बलराम जियो साचे फिर लोड़ी प्रीतम जोड़ी मत पूरी परधाने संजोगी मेला थान सोएला गुणवंती गुर ज्ञाने सत संतोख सदा सच पल्लै सच बोलै फिर भाए नानक विछड़ ना दुख पाए गुरमति अंक समाए. Guruji concludes the Shabad by describing the final stage of mind and the blessings enjoyed by a Guru following soul who has been united with God and always remains absorbed in Him. He compares this stage to the bliss being enjoyed by that bride who has been fully accepted into her in-laws' household and is deemed a respected member of their family. So on behalf of that wedded and respected bride soul, Guruji says, my father Guru has so completely turned my thoughts away from the worldly enticements as if he has wedded me away in a far-off place so that I may not come back to this home and go through the circles of birth and death. It looks like that when the eternal groom needed and he thought the bride soul was of use to him, he united her with him. Her intellect became perfect and she was given a prime status. Because of her good fortune, she was united with her spouse, and her life became comfortable in the company of her groom. She became meritorious, possessing the wisdom given by the Guru. Now there is always truth and contentment in her mind, and she always speaks truth and is pleasing to her spouse. O Nanak, this bride would neither get separated from her spouse, God, nor would she suffer pains of birth and death. Following Guru's instruction, she would merge in God Himself. The message of this Shabad is that while we are living in this world, we should not waste our time in useless worldly pursuits. Instead, we should utilize this opportunity to learn from our Guru Granth Sahib Ji the right way to lead a virtuous life, while meditating on God's name, so that when we depart from this world, we may be accepted in God's union and exempted from any more pains of birth and death. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. SGGS page 763-764. Thank you.